Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to integrate MailerLite into Laravel or any PHP application. So the first thing we do, we go to MailerLite.com and you sign up if you don't have an account. But I have an account already, so I'm not going to create another one. So I'm just going to log into the accounts I have already. So I'm just going to log in. Think my internet is a bit slow here. So now when you log into your dashboard, this is what you will see. And so just go to subscribers, or no, sorry, the first thing, let's create our API. So you go to integrations. So when you get to integrations, now you click on use API. So since what we want to do is we want to use their API, so you click on use API. Then you generate a new token. I have a token already, so I don't want to generate another one. But when you are logging in for the first time, you are not going to see anything here. This one was generated for our company. So just click on generate new token, then it will be generated for you. And please keep that token safe, because you are going to need it, and you can't change that token again except you delete it and create another one. So now that we have our token, the next thing we do, we come to our environments in Laravel, our application. So this is where so you can just create a variable, call it MailerLite API key, or call it anything you want. So the token is more than this, but I don't want to show everything. So just put it here in your environment variable. So the next thing to do is to implement. First of all, before we do that, let's go to MailerLite. So I want us to take note of something. So click on subscribers, because what you want to do is you want, when people sign up on your application or something like that, you want them to be added to your subscriber list. So when you come to subscribers here, um, so you can see the list. You can see the list of subscribers I have already. But when you are signing in for the first time, everything is going to be zero. So the reason why I want us to come here is so that we can see the field. So you click on this drop down and click on fields, because we will need those fields. So there are some fields that are custom created, and there are some that are already created there. So now these are the fields I created. So when people are subscribing on a platform, we want them to subscribe using their phone number, last name, first name, all those things. So just look at the fields created for you here by MailerLite. So if there's anyone that you need but wasn't created, you can just create it yourself from here. Just create field. So, but if it's there, there's no need to create those fields. So, like this one, this primary role, it was created by me because we need it to be able to filter those users. We want to save their primary role and all those things. So, when you create that tag, sorry, when you create that field, it automatically generates a tag for you. And this is what we will need in our application when we want to integrate to Laravel. We are not going to consider the name. This is what we are going to be using as the name, the form field, the name of the form field, or something like that. So let's go to our application now, so that we understand better what I was saying. So in my own way, I created a class. I created a class called MailerLite. You don't need to do this at all. It's just to make my application tidy, and so you can, all you just need, just this block of code here. This is just all you need. But if you want to create a class, all well and good, but you don't want to, just leave it this way. You don't need to disturb yourself about this. Just some information I'm passing to MailerLite. So, but this is where we are going to focus on. This is the endpoint for creating subscribers. Please note that this video is just to create subscribers on MailerLite. There are other endpoints for other things on MailerLite. So, but this one is just to create subscribers. So when people are signing up on our platform, they are also being added as subscribers to the MailerLite so that the marketing team can send emails to them at any time. So this is the endpoint for that. Now this is the payload. I want you to study the payload. This email is not going to be part of the fields. The reason why I took us to that field the other time is so that we know what we'll be passing to that section. Now, you may not necessarily want to do all this. If you can just remove this email is enough for you. If you, all you just want is just people to just subscribe with their email address, all well and good. But if you want additional information to be added, like their first name, last name, phone number, and all those things, zip code, country, then you have to put it in the fields. So this email is not going to be here. This email stands alone on its own, but every other thing goes into the fields array. Every other thing goes to field array. So now if you look at this country, now let's come here. You see in our fields here we have country. Please, this is the name we are looking at, not this one. Now let's look for this primary row. You can see that it has underscore. Let's go to our field again. Where do we have primary row? Yes, this is it here. So when you create the form field, of course we didn't put underscore, but the tag, it will have underscore. So it is the name tag we'll be using and not the this one. So you just copy this one without the dollar sign. So once you copy it, that is what you will now put here in the fields. So your own fields doesn't may be any name. The only time this underscore comes is when there's a space. Maybe I want to say number of boys, number of boys, number of boys registered. So you know there are spaces in between number of boys. So what MailerLite is going to do is going to put underscore in all those spaces. So that it so it is the tag that will be here, not the name of the field, but the tag of the field is what you are going to be putting here. And so you can pass any information you want to pass here. Then your token. So now this environment, we are picking the MailerLite API key that was set initially in the environment. So once you pick that token, then of course you know how to use your call. So just create a call class and pass the information to the call. So that's all. So what I'm doing is just I've created my core class, and there's a method called post in that place. This is it here. So just the normal call this, and that's all. And that will be the end of the tutorial today. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section. So once that is done, every time people hit that application, or every time you hit that endpoint with those fields and all that, those the information of the person will be created here. So let's click on one of these names that was created. So if you click on this subscriber now, so we will see all the other informations in the fields. So these are the remaining informations in the fields. Look at this primary row, the primary row that we have here, the community, this is the community here. So that's it for this tutorial. Thank you.